President Donald Trump is introducing a new bill when it comes down to banks and credit card companies on what they can pass on certain fees to consumers. Now, big banks are upset, like JP Morgan Chase, because Trump has already begun to work bipartisanly with Elizabeth Warren to try to cap interest rates at 10% for a year to give consumers some relief. But this additional bill, they're claiming that this will additionally stop them from operating, and it will cause already existing customers to get their credit card accounts shut down and can cause new customers to get denied for credit because they claim they need certain profits in order to operate and minimize their loss. Now, what's your opinion? Do you believe banks need really high profits in order to operate, or do you think banks need some capping on their fees? Drop your opinion in the comment section. Now, Trump is introducing this new bill from some recent bank changes that's being made, where big banks and credit card companies are trying to pass certain fees on to consumers while they make a profit. So let's jump in to this change that was made recently in banking.
Ultimately affect your credit card rewards. Visa and MasterCard say that they've reached an agreement after a 20-year legal dispute that will lower the fees that they charge retailers. So the way that this works is that credit card companies charge merchants fees to use their network. So every time you buy something on your card, that retailer pays Visa or MasterCard, for example, a fee. And there are millions of these so-called swipe fees every day. Those fees can be passed down to consumers. The National Retail Federation says that the typical household paid about $1,200 in swipe fees every year.
A visit to Herb and Thelma's Tavern is a trip back in time. They've been serving up cold beer and hot burgers for 80 years and not taking credit cards.
You want tomato?
Owner Joe Fessler, still using an old-fashioned cash register, says he couldn't keep his burgers at just $7 if he had to pay card fees.
Somebody will come in and buy a Coke and then give you a credit card.
Yeah.
Well, you might as well give it to them for free, because after you pay all the fees and everything, you pretty much lose money.
Credit card companies charge retailers around 2 to 3% of each credit card transaction. Doug Cantor with the National Association of Convenience Stores says these fees hurt small businesses the most.
Either retailers give up all their profits and go out of business, or they have to calculate all these fees into the prices they charge consumers.
Tavern owner Joe Fessler says he's not ready to move to Apple Pay and card tapping.
Something's going right here. People keep coming back, so why reinvent the wheel?
And diners like Ralph Kelly are fine with it.
I love it that he keeps the burger price down. And he keeps the burgers good, too.
Now, prior to this settlement, you had merchants that had to accept credit cards, such with a Visa or MasterCard logo. And they had to pick up the cost for these credit card companies and their reward points that they were offering their customers. But now these merchants are no longer picking up this cost, and they want to pass it over to consumers so they can make profits. And now banks are going to pass these fees over to the consumer. Now, President Donald Trump has introduced this new bill to combat this from happening.
Allison Stephan, Senator Durbin says the average family pays almost $1,200 a year in swipe fees. But banks and credit unions warn his plan could make transactions less secure and take away reward programs.
It's one of the largest expenses that we as a small business incur.
Swipe fees, the charges from credit card companies to process transactions. Last year, Italian Village Restaurant in the Loop spent more than $200,000 paying them.
Everyone talks about the restaurant business being a business of nickels, sometimes pennies. So that's like truly it's 3 cents on the dollar for us.
On Truth Social, President Donald Trump endorsed a bill to reduce what he called the, quote, out-of-control swipe fee ripoff. The Credit Card Competition Act would lower those fees, likely cutting into banks' revenue when they accept credit card purchases. It's Illinois Senator Dick Durbin's bill, and he just reintroduced it Tuesday, explaining, quote, Americans are struggling with everyday purchases like groceries and gas, and credit card swipe fees inflate those already exorbitant prices. Meanwhile, Illinois already passed a law that would lower swipe fees, but banks and credit unions sued before it could get implemented.
It would really cause disruption to the global payments processing that's in place today. Right now, we have a very safe, secure, efficient system in place that serves consumers well, and likewise, it serves retailers very well.
The groups opposing Illinois' law expect a ruling any day now. Ultimately, small businesses say they must decide whether to absorb the costs or pass them on to their customers.
The average independent restaurant, and Chicago's a very independent restaurant town, makes 3 to 5% pre-tax profit. And if 2 to 4% is going for every transaction on swipe fees, you tell me how that affects our independent restaurants here in Chicago.
President Trump also wants to cap credit card interest rates at 10% for the next year. There's been a swift reaction from Wall Street. Bank execs warning it could hurt the economy. Stefan?
Appreciate the breakdown.
Now, banks are claiming they need these high fees in order to maintain even the high cost of these processing systems like Visa and MasterCard. And these electronic systems need a lot of maintenance. And additionally, they need to protect themselves from loss from accounts that don't pay and they lose out on those types of accounts. So they need these types of fees to actually insulate them from losses. Now, what this is going to lead to, many banks to heighten their standards on credit for you to get approved. So moving forward, if you have troubled credit, this can stop you from getting approved for credit cards and bank loans. Now, with my elite credit system, users like Sean was able to go from a 612 credit score with all his credit scores over 770 in a matter of 6 months. And now he's at an 803 credit score. So if you need my help to improve your credit with my AI software and credit coaching, the link is in the description of the video and pinned comment section. Because moving forward, banks are going to really look at your credit scores with a lot of scrutiny in order to approve you. Additionally, this hurt consumers if they don't approve them for credit, because credit building is important, that you get loans and credit cards in order to improve your credit scores. And so this can hinder you from getting good credit or building credit in order to get housing, transportation, and even jobs in certain cases. So all of this prevents you from actually taking care of your family and living in the United States. Credit now is an essential element in order to live and just to have a roof over your head. So this change should initially, if it goes through, it's actually to help the consumer, but banks, of course, is going to give it some pushback and they're going to really tighten their standards. So it's important that you start to maintain your credit and also watch your credit from any new negative items and any information that is not accurate on your credit report. You want to dispute and constantly monitor your credit. So hopefully this information was helpful. If you have questions or comments, leave it in the comment section. More detailed questions for me, you could go to my website and all your questions go directly to my cell phone. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.